All right, you guys, let's make a profile essay guide. I just realized the last video I made was a stinker. So I'm going to try and make this in like 5 freaking minutes flat. So do whatever you got to do. Turn on your music or whatever. Right? Let's go into YouTube. Turn on your lo-fi beats to study and chill to. Get those going. Next up, open the freaking assignment sheet and read it. If you don't read assignment sheets, well, your essays suck, and that's why you get crappy grades, right? Just read the assignment sheet. It's basically all we're grading is assignment comprehension. So go through and read that. Always have that open as you're writing your essay. Then you know exactly what to put in your essay. Next up, you're gonna come in here. I haven't released these yet to you guys, but week 8, you're gonna have like 3 freaking examples. Just copy those. I mean, it's pretty simple. Just copy and put in your own words. Literally the same structure, literally the same style of voice and wording. That's all you have to do. So it seems pretty simple. So I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna open up my assignment sheet because I'm a good student. Right? Even if you're a crappy student, you can open the assignment sheet, just do it. Then you open up your interview and works cited because this is what you need for your quotes, right? If you got a good mark on your works cited and I said, hey, this is perfect, great, do that. If I told you to add a period or told you to hyphenate the freaking date or whatever it is, you literally need to do that. I don't know why you wouldn't. All right, let's write it. Let's just write it. That's it. All you got to do now is write it. So you definitely need an MLA header. You definitely need an MLA header. If you don't know what that is, I just don't even know what to say to you at this point. 110. If you're in 110, put 110. If you're in 101, put 101. Cool. 3. I'm doing this on 3.5, so just do the date. Come up with a title. I'm trying not to razz you too hard on the title, but like literally, so you center it. Just come up with a freaking title. So I'm gonna be writing about Tabitha Coulon, a student of mine in a class that you guys aren't maybe not familiar with, but right. I'll just write about Metairie woman. I think she's from Metairie with a heart of gold, something like that. Sure. Is this a good title? Nope, not even close to it. But will it get you full points in an English class? Yes, it will. So that's all that matters. Last name, page number. We'll get those in. Get those in. Freaking broken record. All right. Then you just start typing, right? You just need an introduction to start it off. All right, get your stuff over to the left and start typing it up, right? So if you did the interview and works cited, you know like what your person's about, right? And common complaints I get from emails like, my person's not interesting. I don't know why you chose someone who's not interested. I mean, why, right? If you're hungry, you're like, man, I'm hungry, so I got a plate full of ice cubes to eat. And you're like, wait, you're not gonna be full. So why would you do that? I don't know. Why would you choose something boring to write about? I don't know. It sounds pretty brutal to me. But even if someone's boring, you can make them interesting, right? Tabitha's just any old student, right? Who knows if she's boring or interesting? It doesn't matter. You find it out through an interview, and you're the one writing the essay, so you have to make them interesting. So you just do it, right? She works at Kids Freestyle Store. Sure, she goes to school. She's a student. She's a mother. She's a wife. She's all these things. She's a daughter as well. She's all these things. Okay, so just put them in the essay. Right? I'll just start typing. Right, Tabitha. You know. As a student of Delgado, a mother, 2. I don't actually know how many people she's a mother of 2, and works children's resale shop in New Orleans, Louisiana. Stuff like this. This is what you want to do. Okay. That's how you do it. That's the introduction. We go back here and we look at it. Resale store, buy, give cash, occasionally date, right? She used to be married to a preacher's son, right? So you just talk about her history, right? She's had a lot of ups and downs in her life. Nah, the ups and downs kind of sucks. It's kind of expressional. She's had a lot of challenges and victories, in her life, right? At one point, she was even. Oh, you want to come after that? At one point, she was even married to a preacher's son. Right? But in light of all different experiences. You know, she still has a thoughtful demeanor. When I sat down to interview her, she responded with honesty and attention to detail. Something like that. I don't know. Let's get a little quote in the intro, maybe even. You know, we'll just be like, some people think I'm a bitch, other people think I'm not going, right? So it's like this, right? Despite her thought, despite the way that, and then you pop this quote in there, boom, pop that quote in there. Some people think, despite the way that some people think, and then you don't want this capitalized because it's part of the quote. We're continuing. Despite the way that some people think I'm a bitch, and others think I'm outgoing, despite the way that some people and others think she's outgoing, Tabitha is easy to talk to, and don't ever use very, and warm, right? So that's a good introduction, right? Now that we've done this, this is probably when I go back through and I just make shit Times New Roman 12. Okay. How are we gonna write the rest of the essay? Let's see. So you just want to pick up other quotes and talk about. So you got two options, right? If you go into the I go back here. I got the profile. I got the interview, right? These are the things I want to have open, but I also want to have one more thing open. Maybe the outline. I give you 2 ways to do it. Okay. You got 2 methods. Here's your outline. You got 2 methods. You got chronological, which means time, right? So you can go. So for Tabitha, I would probably use time because after having done her interview and looking over the quotes, she just talks about like her background, she just talks about her daily life. There's nothing like thematically cohesive about it. Tabitha kind of leads a life like anyone else would, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but so the other way, I write about her childhood background. I write about her present life. So these are paragraphs. Paragraph 1, intro. Paragraph 2, childhood. Paragraph 3, present. Paragraph 4, and these are the bodies. Future and goals, future goals. Paragraph 5, conclusion. That's it. That's the other way, by theme. I like to do this when people have like specific hobbies that they're really into, right? Maybe you interviewed your pal and he's like a Super Smash Brothers gamer, right? He's a gamer. And you're like, okay, you know, Ted's a gamer, man. He won the freaking Metairie, whatever that internet cafe is where people play Smash Brothers tournaments. He won 3 of those, right? He's like the best Smash Brothers player in Louisiana. I'd probably organize it around that, right? And talk about his experiences in his life with that, because that's a big deal for him. Or maybe you're interviewing a soccer champion or something like that, right? Thematically, right? If someone has something that's like overwhelmingly prevalent in their life, talk about that. But sometimes you get a person like Tabitha, where she's just got kids, she's worked jobs, she's gone to school, kind of similar to maybe your life. Just do it by time. So now here's paragraph 2. What are we gonna do? Background, easy, right? Tabitha grew up in the suburbs of Louisiana. I'm just making this up. I'm not even checking my stupid outline, but I think this is what she did. Go to the suburbs of New Orleans. Right. However, there were times when she had to leave and move to Mississippi. And at one point, she moved to Mississippi. Right? Because father had to be relocated for work. Then, bam, 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 bam. We're going to talk about how our parents are divorced, but not until we get that quote in there. Where's our little quote about, I think it's number 7, background. I left Louisiana in 97. My parents are bam. 2 sentences max. If you start using 3 and 4 sentence quotes, man, that's a stinker. That's a hard stinker, man. It's going to be really awful for me to read. Right? Tabitha spoke on her, fractured upbringing. I'm putting fractured in there because I'm the writer, right? I left Louisiana in 1970. 1997, lived in Jackson, Mississippi. I lived there on and off. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Her parents were divorced. And this caused, right? Were divorced, and this caused her to bounce around. And this is a big part of her. This is a big part of what makes her who she is today, and probably why she's easygoing. Got another sentence here. Who cares? We already got a ton of words. Looks pretty good to me. Let's go one more, and then I think you guys get the idea. So the next paragraph I took, I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to the interview where it started. I said, what did I say? I'm going to use the chronological outline. Chronological outline says we're going to go, that's by theme. Chronological outline says background, present, right? So in her daily life, you don't say day-to-day basis. This sounds like garbage. Oh my God. In her daily life, Tabitha is a retail associate at a children's clothing store. Right. They buy and sell. Well, we can even pop a quote here because this is directly quoted. So like, look, we buy, give cash, or we sell. And I'm just going to quote that with quotation marks and then comma, quotation end, Tabitha spoke about the interactions at her position, something like that, right? When she's not working, she goes to school. Where does she go to school? Guess what? Delgado, you frickers, come on. Community college. Spell it out. Don't say Delgado. You're not having a conversation. We're not waiting at the bus stop smoking a joint or something, or like drinking beer at the bar. We're not having a conversation. You're writing a freaking essay. Delgado Community College. Come on. When she's not working, she goes to school at DCC, right? You don't have to say New Orleans, Louisiana. It's okay. What else was I gonna say? Oh, date night with her. Oh, she goes to Hooters with her husband. Put that in there, man. Right? She's married and likes to escape for date nights whenever she can. Right? Bam. Then you pop the Hooters quote in here. All right, that's it. We're done here. I'm gonna show you the Hooters quote, then we're done. Okay. You put this in there, show a little personality. We'll go to Hooters and order a 10-piece boneless Chipotle honey and 2 pitchers of Miller Lite. These are direct quotes, so it's like not perfect grammar. Don't forget the fried pickles with the remoulade. Tabitha, right? Tabitha said, with a glimmer in her eye, right? You just make that crap up like she sounded hungry, right? Okay. Then you want to transition, like, right? Tabitha, like, right? Despite, or what? In addition to her busy personal life, Tabitha, you want a comma there. Tabitha has some big goals. Then this is the fourth body paragraph. You talk about her goals, right? Tabitha's future and ambition. Tabitha's ambition for her future includes, and then you just like want to give some freaking whatever goals, and then you want to conclude after that, right? Conclude, right? You know, Tabitha has seen a lot in her. Tabitha has already seen a lot in her life. You make it up, man. Make it interesting for me. Sound good? Then you rename it, right? SA2, whatever the crap you want to call it. Oh God, you got to double space this. A couple more things, you guys. Look. Select all, format, line spacing, double. Definitely make sure you double space this. I got the last name, page number in there. Make sure this is right aligned. Bam. Arial. No. Times New Roman 12. Bammer. Then, okay, wait. Get out of here, dude. What is this? Okay. So here we are. Pretend you've just finished your paper. You want to go into, now you need to include the works cited, otherwise it's not complete. You go insert, page break. Because, insert break, page break. Because we have, the reason is because we have works cited to do. Because we quoted. If you have quotes in your paper, what the fudge is going on here? If we have quotes in our paper, how do you turn this stuff off? Yeah, get away from me. Stop suggesting, bro. Editing. Thank you. So you just go works cited, center it, then enter, left align, and then you just put it in. Her name's Kulan. I mean, you could just copy and paste whatever you did, as long as it was correct, or correct whatever I told you to do, and then pop it in interview, whatever we did it. Let's just say we did it on the 25th of Feb, 2021. Done. Period. File download. Microsoft Word. SA2. There it is. Bam. And then I'm going to ship it in. I'm going to come right here because I already have the stupid window open. Submit assignment. Bam. All right, I'm done. It's probably a long video, but whatever.